Chapter 12. Social Relationships.
Acceptance. Rachel sent an email to confirm her acceptance of the new position at her company. It took years for the scientist's new theory to gain wide acceptance.
Accompany. I accompanied my grandmother to the hospital. She has difficulty walking. The famous pianist was accompanied on the violin by an English musician.
Acquaint. Acquaint yourself with this article and then answer the questions. Acquaintance. I don't know him very well. He is just a nodding acquaintance of mine. I was absolutely delighted to make Julian's acquaintance last night.
Advice. I gave him the best solution to the problem, but he wouldn't take my advice. On somebody's advice. On the doctor's advice, he decided to quit smoking. Advise. The doctor advised my father to eat more vegetables.
Apologize. Nicole apologized to me for not showing up at my birthday party. Apology. I'd like to offer an apology for being late.
Appoint. The teacher appointed John as the new class leader. Everyone met outside the library at the appointed time.
Assemble. The students assembled in the auditorium for the speech. Kevin bought a table that he has to assemble himself, so he's been working on that for the past hour. Assembly. The elementary school pupils have a morning assembly in the playground every other day.
Assign. 10 experienced police officers were assigned to look into the murder. We were assigned 2 chapters to read as homework.
Assist. Her 2 children assisted her in doing the dishes. Assistance. The bank loan is going to be of great assistance to the near-bankrupt company. Come to somebody's assistance. They waited and hoped someone would come to their assistance.
Associate. Paris is often associated with the Eiffel Tower. Mike's mother doesn't like him to associate with dishonest people. Associate. Jack discusses everything with his business associate, even personal matters. Be associated with somebody or something. You shouldn't smoke. Surely you must be aware of the health problems that are associated with smoking. Association. Dan is an active member of a wildlife association. There has been a close association between their 2 families for generations.
Assurance. The president gave the assurance that the economy would pick up within the year. Bruce had great assurance in his ability to pass the driving test because he had practiced for a long time. Assure. The boss assured his workers that nobody would be laid off. Karen assured herself that she had taken the right keys.
Audience. The audience cheered when the piano concert ended.
Chat. We chatted about our love lives at the cafe. I had a pleasant chat with Mary over tea about her new job.
Committee. The committee consists of 2 representatives from each tribe. Be on a committee. Sit on a committee. Andrew is on a financial committee for the local school board.
Communicate. The mother found it difficult to communicate with her teenage daughter. Communication. My communication skills are not good because I'm not much of a talker. Ted received a communication from the English language department asking him to teach another class.
Community. The library is open to the whole community.
Companion. Jessie is a good companion and shares my good and bad times.
Compete. The two girls competed against each other for the last scholarship. Competition. Athletes from around the world took part in the sports competition. In competition with somebody or something. I am in competition with 5 other students for the top prize in biology. Competitive. We offer cars at competitive prices. You won't find cheaper ones anywhere else.
Congratulate. My mother called to congratulate me on winning the election.
Converse. It's difficult to converse with such a stubborn person.
Convey. I always do my best to convey my feelings to my parents. I was conveyed to the church by horse and carriage.
Convince. We finally convinced the police of our innocence.
Cooperate. The job will be finished much more quickly if we start to cooperate with each other. Cooperation. Earl needs your cooperation on this project. He can't do it alone. Cooperative. The bad guy was cooperative with the police and told them where the stolen money was hidden.
Cope. With 3 small children, Lena just couldn't cope with the tough problem on her own.
Correspond. Your views do not correspond with those of most people in this group. We corresponded with each other for 5 years by email.
Council. The matter of a new MRT line has been discussed by the City Council.
Crew. The ship sank quite quickly, but all the passengers and crew were saved.
Criticism. The new policy was not popular and received a great deal of criticism. Criticize. The report strongly criticized the school for not dealing with its problem students.
Darling. Hurry up, darling, or we'll be late. Alex cooked for his darling wife on her birthday.
Deed. We should say good words and do good deeds at all times.
Demand. The bank robbers told the police their demands and threatened to hurt the bank staff if they weren't met. In order to meet the demand for the new product, we all had to work extra hours. Joe demanded to speak to the manager after he learned he hadn't got a raise. This kind of job demands both honesty and patience.
Dialogue. More dialogue is needed between Taiwan and China so that the two can better understand each other. The dialogue in this novel is not realistic at all.
Dismiss. Our teacher dismissed us as soon as the bell rang. The worker was dismissed after just a few days because of his laziness.
Dispute. Justin and his wife disputed about his decision to quit his job. She thought he had made a wrong decision. The border dispute between these two countries has lasted for a decade. Beyond dispute. Past dispute. Without dispute. The jury found the accused man innocent as he proved beyond dispute that he didn't commit the crime. In dispute. Under dispute. The exact cause of the accident is still in dispute.
Disturb. Did the crying of my baby disturb you last night?
Divorce. The couple got a divorce when they realized they didn't enjoy being married to each other. My parents divorced when I was little. Now I live with my mother.
Employ. The global company employs people from many different countries in the world. The toy inventor employed his knowledge of physics to make a new toy racing car.
Enthusiasm. Nina has been a singer for almost 20 years, but she still shows great enthusiasm for music.
Explanation. You had better have a good explanation for both being late to class and not having your homework with you.
Farewell. We exchanged a hasty farewell and then parted.
Flatter. I think Cindy was just flattering me when she said I was handsome.